Hello, my name is Catherine Chacon and today I'm going to learn about place, the word place. And to this I'm going to use the dictionary because I'm going to learn with the grammar translation method. And for that I have this dictionary and I have this dictionary too. Okay, place, what is place? I use first this dictionary, Larousse, because this is in Spanish with the mean in English. So, lugar, place. El lugar a donde voy de vacaciones, the place where I go for my holidays. Spot, place. Hemos encontrado un lugar precioso. We found a lovely spot. Lugareño, village. Country, rural, villager, countryman. To something more deep, we have this dictionary where I can see place with 18 means. For example, the first is like a spot or position in a space that is or can be occupied by a person or thing. For example, here is a good place to hang the picture. And place in or out of place, in place of, people in high places, to go places, to no one's place, to put in his or her place, to take place in places, place and order, etc. It have some examples to understand more these means. And to this method I can use too the translation, the Google translation. Okay, for example, the translation is a technique, and in this case I'm going to use the translation to the cell phone, and I use one example of this dictionary, and this is Buenos Aires is a great place to visit. A great place to visit. So the English to the Spanish. Buenos Aires es un gran lugar para visitar. So this is a technique to the grammar translation, and in this method I can put all these examples that I can't understand in the translation, and you understand more the lesson, and you understand more the topic. Here is the serious method. I want to learn about some phrases when I'm going to the doctor. In this case, the teacher have to put the verbs, and in this case there are I feel, I go, I sit, I open, I stick out, I rate, and I take. So me, like a student, I have to finish every phrase and in every sentence, and in this case is like as is the series method, it is like a list, a list of things that I have to make. In this case is go to the doctor because I am feel sick. So first, I feel sick. What I'm going, or what I could do when I feel sick? Well, if I feel very sick, I'm going to the doctor. So this is the two. I go to the doctor. In the series method, it's very important to repeat to improve the pronunciation. Okay, so the third step in this case will be I sit, well, I in the doctor now, so I sit on the table. It can be. To make these exercises, we need a little more than vocabulary, and repeat to memorize that. First the verbs, and after the rest of the sentences. Okay, 4. I open. I can open my mouth to the doctor can I open my mouth. So, like as I say, the teacher put the verbs, and I, as a student, have to put the rest of the sentences, the complement. Okay, 5. I stick out. What's mine stick out? Well, we have to know that, and if we don't know, the teacher can explain to me. So, 5. I stick out my tongue. It could be okay. 6. I breathe. I breathe deeply. It can be deeply. And the last one in the list is I take. So the last step in this case is I take. What I can say that I can take. This is after go to the doctor and the doctor take to me a recipe, for example. So I could take aspirin or some pills. So I take some pills. Well, now I'm going to learn with the diet method. And in this case, the teacher have to show some pictures and the students have to repeat and repeat to memorize that. Okay, so here we can see a turtle, okay? So the teacher can say, I love the turtles, and I, as a student, have to repeat. So, the turtle, I love the turtle. Turtle, I love the turtle. And in this way, with all the pictures. Okay, the second is this. Okay, this is an elephant. What is this? Is an elephant. I love the elephants. I love the elephants too. The third picture is a dog. What is that? A dog. A dog. I like the dogs. I like the dogs. Okay, so this image, these pictures. What is that? That is a cat. A cat. And the last one is this. What is this? This is a koala. What is a koala? I like the koalas. Well, now I'm going to learn with the autolingual method. And in this method, I can use the technique that single slow substitution drill. And this is about the teacher put this phrase, for example, I want to go to the supermarket. And I, as a student, I have to change supermarket for other place in this case. And it can be for a park. So if it is a new sentences, I want to go to the park. Other sentences, it can be school. I want to go to the park, I want to go to the school. It's like change the word and change all the sentences. Well, now with the cognitive code approach or learning, the teacher have to explain some of the grammar. And in this case, for example, we can talk about the rule of the day, of course. Me as a student, I have to hear the explanation of the teacher or the professor and follow the instructions. Well, in this case, rule of the day. And the teacher have to talk about the ing, so the present continuous. And this is the grammatical form, and this is subject plus to be plus verb plus ing and plus complement. And one example is the students are reading the history book. So in the cognitive code learn, this phrase, or we can as students say sentences like this, but in the real conversation or in a real context. So, for example, the students are reading the history book, so I have to imagine that I am in a classroom, and with my partners I can say, oh, okay, so Maria is reading the history book, and my partner Pablo can say, oh, Catherine is reading the history book, and in this way all of the students we can use this rule of the day explained by the cognitive code approach. And well, I can say some phrases or sentences like, oh, Maria is reading the history book, or I'm reading the history book, or the students are reading the history book, or we are playing the guitar if it was the case, or I am watching the TV in this moment, or I'm watching to my partner reading a book, or something like that, and make this in a context real, make this in a real context. Well, now I'm going to learn with the community language learning. In this method is in group techniques, so I'm going to upload a dialogue. Okay, so I'm start. Hello, Maria. How are you? Maria have to respond me. Hi, Catherine. I'm fine. And you? Me. Fine. I want to ask you something. Maria. That's okay. Tell me. I would like to know if you understand the math class. So Maria says me. Yes, of course. Me. Can you explain me? I'm confused about some topics. Maria. Yes. I could explain to you after the class. Me. That's okay. I see you later. Maria. Bye. In this dialogue, we have to suppose that I don't understand, for example, the word could in the phrase I could explain to you after the class. So the auxiliary could I don't understand. So I can't use the dictionary in this case. So I search and I find the word could and the means, and I understand that is an auxiliary in this phrase, and this means yo podría explicarte luego de la clase. In this method we can use the translation, we can talk with the rest of the group, and in this way we can learn. Well, now with the Suggestopedia we can learn relaxing the mind first. So now one technique in this case could be the teacher says the verbs in present, and I as a student can say in past, the past of the verbs. So okay, she says teach and I say teach it. She says play and I say play it. She says learn and I say learn it. She says play and I say play it. This can be a technique in this, and in this way I as a student I can learn more vocabulary and in a pedagogical way or in a didactic way. Okay, now I have to make a demonstration with the total physical response. Me as an student, I am going to learn the parts of the human body. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Well, and in the silent way, I have to learn the colors and the phonemes. So each phoneme is a color different, and in this way I can learn using the silent way. And the last one is the natural approach, and in this method I want to learn the family and the members to the family, and I can learn in this method with a song. This is my sister, this is my brother, grandmother, mother, and uncle, cousin, this is my big family.
Okay, time to review. Who is this? Who is this?
A brother.
Who is this?
A cousin.
Who is this?
Grandmother.
Who is this? Who is this?
And
Who is this?
we can make with the song. After listening, I can make some draws and make sentences about this knowledge, and in this way we can I can learn English with this method.